Good afternoon, everybody. I'm coming back with another video for you guys today. Today's video is going to be part 2 of our Sports Card Connections uh, opening. This is coming from Jeff, and if you guys don't remember, he sent me a huge box about a week ago, and I opened it up part 1 on a video also about a week ago, and he sent so many cards that I had to make a part 2. So this is going to be a part 2, and we will go over this box of cards to see what we got from Jeff at Sports Card Connections. Again, he's got a great channel. It's a newer channel. He's into a lot of vintage and odd TTMs. He loves like the Japanese League Baseball cards, and he does do some minor league cards, and he's heavy into vintage, and he's just got a nice mixture of a lot of things that you don't normally see on regular, the regular TTM channels. And so it's great because you get a lot of ideas on people you can reach out to that you probably never even thought of. So I will leave a link to his channel in my description. You guys definitely got to check him out. You got to subscribe. And like I always say, you click the notification bell so you know every time he puts out some new content. So I'm excited to see what's in this second box. So let's start looking. So I'm just going to take a little chunk out of here so that we can start getting into it. And if you guys remember the last one was just like a mix. So we will see what we got. I will go through these. Oh, there's a Goose Gossage right there. That would definitely be awesome to get TTM since he wasn't with the A's very long. Eck. Vin Mazzaro. So Big Mac. So I won't read off everybody's names so I can get through this a little bit quicker because there's a lot to go through. AJ Hinch, manager. But definitely wanted to see what was in here. It's been hard not to go through it. And so I let him know that I was going to be putting the second part out. And I finally had a little bit of time to do it. Rod Busquets from the Kings, and definitely glad that I'm able to do it. So, found some time, wanted to record, and get it up so all of you guys can see what we got. Look at that, Big Mac and Will Clark. John Wasden was a good signer about a year ago. I don't know if he's still signing or not, but he was a good signer. Got Miguel Tejada. So as you guys can see, there's a huge mix of different years, different sports. But as you can see, baseball is going to be Oakland A's. Football is going to be the San Diego Chargers. And hockey is probably going to be mostly Kings. I love there's a Don West. 1970 Tops. Or Don Wirt. But as you guys know, I'm getting into hockey now. Been following the Kings and been following the Anaheim Mighty Ducks and been following the Kraken. Matter of fact, the other night we were having fun. Me, the wife, and Kimberly were watching the Kraken game, and every time they scored, we'd start yelling, "Go Kraken!" So we were having fun with that. And then we also have been watching the Chicago Blackhawks. So shout out to Tony Black. I actually think the Blackhawks are going to be one of those teams that we're going to follow closely. Look at that 1970 Topps Bill Robinson. I know the wife really likes the Blackhawks, and so we pretty much we've watched almost every game this year from them, and then we've watched almost every game from the Kraken. But it's been really fun getting into the hockey this year, I gotta say. So you never know. It's like you sit down and you watch a game or two, and then you're hooked, and before you know it, that's all you're paying attention to. So We got a Billy Joe Tolliver right there. Mike Bordick, he's a good signer. Look at that Mike Davis Diamond Kings. Dave Henderson. Ricky Henderson. Scott Hairston. Anaheim Mighty Duck. Anatoly Semenov. Oops. Big Mac. Tossing the bat after he hits a home run. Johnny Guzman. Good old Terry Steinbach. He's a good signer. He was always $2 a piece. I heard somebody say that he might have raised. I don't know that for sure. Jeff Newman. Good signer. Kelly Rudy. Good goaltender back in the day. Big Mac. Kevin Seitzer. Anthony Miller. So we're just going through this huge box of cards. Really appreciative of Jeff at Sports Card Connections. Was totally surprised with everything you sent me, my friend, and I do appreciate it. Appreciate it greatly. There's just so much. Ramon Hernandez. One of my favorite catchers of all time is Ramon Hernandez. Big Mac again. Can't go wrong with Big Mac, no matter how many there are. I tell you what. Chris Davis. Leslie O'Neill. Ferris Fain. Harold Baines. Matt Holliday. Right there, Matt Holliday. He spent 1 year in Oakland. The funny thing about Matt Holliday, he didn't like his time in Oakland. Because I remember, I don't know if it's still that way with him, but I remember it in one of his contracts after he left Oakland. He had a no-trade clause for one team and one team only. And that one team was the Oakland A's. So I am guessing he did not like his time in Oakland. You know, the stadium's old. They don't spend a ton of money. They put out a pretty good product normally on a budget. But something happened to where Mr. Matt Holliday did not like his time in Oakland, to the point that they were the only team on his no-trade clause. I always thought that was funny. I was like, man, it's like, did somebody do something to him or what? I mean, you never hear of like management or anything in Oakland treating people bad normally. You know, I mean, they're not about treating anybody bad. I mean, if they can't pay you, they're pretty good about cutting ties and letting you go. They don't really make a fuss. You know, I mean, Billy Beane does what he can with what he has, but Matt Holliday was just vocal and did not want to come back. Which, you know, to each their own. I think he was on the team actually when they had the plumbing issue when the sewer backed up. I don't know if you guys remember that. You guys could probably go back. Oh, look at that McGuire, that laser cut. You guys could probably go back and read the story on it, but the sewer backed up, I think, in the opponent's dugout, and let's just say it didn't smell the nicest on the field. But I want to say that was the year that Matt Holliday was there, so maybe that had some influence with him. Gary Plummer, Ricky Henderson, Andrew Bailey, Anthony Miller. Look at that Tom Day right there. Look at that nice Tom Day right there. Wow. Love the powder blue jerseys with the yellow pants. Love the powder blue jerseys with the yellow pants. That is awesome. Sean Hill, Eck, Jeff Newman, Jason Giambi, Ray Fosse. Rest in peace, Ray Fosse. Not only was he a good player, but he was an awesome announcer. Fortunately, he lost his battle with cancer, as many do, but he was a trooper. He was announcing all the way up until the last few months of his life. I mean, he stuck in there pretty good. He did what he loved, and that was baseball. Probably will go down as the voice of the Oakland A's. I mean, he was pretty much the announcer for a long time there. Jason Giambi. I gotta say, when Giambi went to New York and the Yankees made him cut his hair and shave off everything and let him leave that mustache, that was not a good look for him. I gotta say, did not look quite right on him. I don't know. Bernie Nichols, Geronimo Baroa, Mark Bellhorn, Steve Chatran, Walt Weiss. Hey, maybe, possibly the A's future manager there. Leslie O'Neill. I keep hearing it's Walt Weiss or Ron Washington. I don't know. They haven't made up their mind, and I don't know if they will before. Ooh, look at that award winner, Mark McGwire. Before the league possibly goes into stoppage. So who knows? Don't want to see a stoppage, but these things happen in negotiations. So it is what it is. Ozzie Canseco, there's Jose's twin brother. Supposedly, sometimes they play shenanigans on people, and Ozzie will act as Jose, and Jose will act as Ozzie, but don't know how true that is. I just heard that they've done it in the past, especially with signing. Sometimes you think you're getting Jose, and you might be getting Ozzie. Lindy McDaniel, 1970 tops. But I don't know. It'd be interesting if someone in the comments knew any more about that. But I have heard that they've had that kind of shenanigans go on before. There we go. Almost there. We're about halfway through. Moving pretty good. That's a sweet Ricky right there. Elmer Vallow, Brent Gates, Willie Crawford, Josh Fegley, Josh Reddick. Ooh, very nice. Wayne Presley. You guys can see the hockey cards sprinkled in there. Bob Ochinko, another great signer. Big Mac. Dave Stewart. Ricky Henderson. Man, not only has the McGwire collection grown, but the Ricky Henderson collection has grown huge. Wow. Junior Seau, Gary Plummer. Walt Weiss. Brett Anderson. Harold Baines. Jose Rio. I wish when Harold Baines was signing for free and I got him a couple times, I wish I would have gotten him on a couple A's cards. I was so worried about trying to get him on stuff that I needed that I didn't get him on any A's cards, unfortunately. Todd Stottlemyre, Anthony Miller. This one hurts. What a great manager Bob Melvin was. I think he's going to do some great things in San Diego. It was hard letting him go, but I mean, what can you say? He was with Oakland for so long. He did so much for the A's. And, management, Billy Beane, I think did him right. Let him talk with San Diego if that's what he wanted to do and leave, and he left. So I think San Diego's definitely got a great manager. Todd Stottlemyre we just saw. Here's Mel Stottlemyre, his dad, 1970 tops. Anthony Miller. I definitely think that he's going to get the Padres in the right direction. They got such a great team that team should be vying for a World Series the next few years. And I think Bob Melvin will be the guy to do it. Glenn Murray. Big Mac. I'm just seeing so many McGwire cards I know I don't have. That's just crazy. Mike Bordick. Gil Bird. I was looking up Doug Jennings. He's a good signer. I was looking up on Trading Card Database McGwire's player released cards. His total cards that he's had released. And I don't remember the number exactly. There's another one. But I want to say it was something like 13,000 cards or something like that. And I was just like, wow. Because I was thinking about, maybe trying to super collect Look at that Tomlinson right there. I was at that game. I remember that game. I remember that game against the Titans. It was a close game, and I remember Tomlinson just jumping over the top like he did many, many times. And actually, as this play went on, he ends up stretching the ball out just to make sure he crossed the line. That was a great game. Many, many, many Charger games in San Diego. But, yeah, McGuire had something like over 13,000 cards or something like that. And I thought, well, I'll collect McGuire, but as far as going for a super collection, I just don't think I'm ever going to get there. That's just too many cards. I think Andy at Flying Dutchman Cards did it right when he decided to pick a player who doesn't have a ton of cards and just try to go with someone who's, got a limited amount of cards, so that's not, you're not trying to put thousands and thousands of cards together. Look at that Gary Garrison. You want to talk about a great signer right there, Gary Garrison. And he is a fantastic wide receiver. When you look at his numbers, they are a lot better than you think. I was shocked. Gary Garrison, Big Mac, Ricky Henderson, John Freeze, a great signer. We got LT right there again, adding to the Tomlinson collection. Dustin Fowler, Harold Baines, Mike Bordick, Craig Paquette. Ooh, there's another Goose Gossage. Man, I'm going to have to send out the Goose. I'm going to have to get one of these A's cards signed from him. I already know that. Scott Brocious, John Carney, Josh Reddick, Scott Hemmond, Tony Granado. Vita Blue. Look at that one. You can get Palmer and Vita Blue on the card. I might have to do that. Very cool. Oh, and look at this. We got Hall of Famer Ron Mix. Hall of Famer Ron Mix. They say he's like one of the smartest football players ever. So, another Goose Gossage. It's first day production. And then we got Vince Horseman. Just going through these cards. Bill North. We just got that autograph from Eddie at Eddie's Cardboard Chaos for Mr. North. Almost done, guys. This was just a fantastic box. Look at that Big Mac right there. Definitely a huge thank you to Jeff at Sports Card Connections. Really do appreciate it. This is going to be fun to get these all into binders. And get everything all organized. Brent Gates. Look at that right there. Look at that one. 1986 All-Star Huntsville, Mark McGuire. That is pretty cool right there. That is really cool. I definitely don't have that card. Wow. Dang. The Cobra, Dave Parker. Ricky. Troy Neal. I know Troy Neal's a good signer too. I might have to get some cards out to him. Reggie Jackson. Now that would look sweet autographed. Wow. Ron Hassey. Nolan Ryan with Steve McCaddy. Got Bob Guerin. I don't know if Bob Guerin signs or not. Big Mac. Josh Reddick. Patrick Dietrich. Tim Waters. Craig Paquette. Dennis Eckersley. All right. So we got Willie McGee, Jose Herrera, Dan Meyer. Look at that Big Mac. Put these over here. We got Vince Horseman, Ricky, Pete Ward, 1970 Topps. Wow. Definitely helping me out with the 70 Topps set that I'm starting here. That is awesome. Steve Dunning, Rajay Davis, Mike Bordick, and look at that. Junior Seau rookie, 1990 Topps. A young Junior Seau right there. Just out of USC. Getting ready for a Hall of Fame 20-year NFL career. That is awesome. We got oh, this card's awesome. It's got some of my favorite pitchers on here. Huge Scherzer fan, and definitely a huge Bartolo Colon fan. I always got a kick out of him. Jamie Quirk, Steve Casper, Billy Joe, Sal Bando, Eck. I'm gonna have to start putting a Eckersley collection together. I'm getting big numbers with him too. Big Mac, Jeff Russell, Ricky. I already got Ricky Henderson going. The binder's going to get huge. I'm probably going to have to split them out now. Look at that Reggie right there. Sweet. Steve Olivares, Junior Seau, Dave Stewart, Ricky. Good old Billy Martin. He was a character. He was definitely a character. Sean Doolittle, Dave Henderson, Billy Joe. Oh, look at this one right here. Roberto Rodriguez and Daryl Osteen. Guys will have to let me know, is Daryl Osteen related to Claude Osteen? They're both pitchers. Interesting. I wonder. We got Tony Batista, Rick Langford, Big Mac, 1987 baseball's best Fleer, Sluggers set. Ricky, Bob Welch. With that, we got Joe Harlan, 1970 Topps. Man, I just love these 70 Topps cards. Troy Neal, Lou Trevino, Harold Baines, Rick Honeycutt, Bob Welch, Sean Gale. Look at this Rob Blake. And he signs. Man, I'm going to have to prep this and get this off to him. Wow, that looks nice. Big Mac, Rick Langford, Gil Bird, Jose Canseco, Arthur Cox. Man, if I didn't know any better, Jeff, I think you sent me every single Ace card they've ever made. Wow. This is crazy. Kelly Rudy, Ben Grieve. Huge Ben Grieve fan, too. He was, at the beginning of his career, he was setting up to have a... Oh, look at that Campy. Bert Campaneris, $5 a card. He will sign. Man. That might be going out, too. But Ben Grieve was setting up to have a huge baseball career, and then injuries just got him, like they do for everybody. Mark McGuire, Mike Gallego, Ricky, Patrick Carnback. Look at that. Joe Verbanek. 1970 Topps. Wow. So many cards. Wow. Thank you. Felix Jose, Dave Henderson, Diamond King, Wayne Walker, Dennis Eckersley, Bob Welch. Rest in peace, Bob Welch. Marcus Semien had a tremendous season this year, and just signed with the Rangers. Crazy. David DeJesus, Joe Klink, Tony La Russa. I'll have to get that signed before he stops managing. Ron Darling, and the last card is Mike Heath. So that is it. That is part 2 from Jeff at Sports Card Connections. That is amazing. I can't thank you enough, my friend. It's just crazy how many cards you sent. I really do appreciate it. And like I said in the video, it's going to be fun going through and organizing everything and putting them into binders. I just can't wait. I'm hoping that I'll be getting to the organization this weekend. But huge thank you, my friend. I really do appreciate it. And more than that, I appreciate your friendship. And I appreciate being able to talk to you as we can. So thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a little long, but it was well worth it. Don't forget to go subscribe and click the notification bell at Jeff's channel. Link will be in the description. Hope you guys had big mail days. And as always, guys, I hope you have a blessed evening. Until our next video.
See ya. Bye, guys.